how do we create a life that's sustainable in our personal lives and in our business lives, where when the ups and downs do come in life, we can still maintain a level of impactful leadership. We still can be working to the level of peak performance, and we can still adopt a balanced component of optimal well-being in our worlds. The balanced life method essentially is building our roots. We're building our strong fundamental base. We have to create clarity. We need to understand where we've come from. We need to understand what's been sitting under the base, and if there's still fear and anxiety and insecurity of judgment and a number of other demons that are sitting inside of our mindset, creating blockages and limiting beliefs, then we're not able to accurately lead with conviction, achieve that peak productivity and performance that we're looking for. We're not able to finally create the impact and live in that optimal well-being that we're so desiring.
You would make this decision to come to something like this because you have a question in your mind about what's next in any part of your life. The beauty and the depth and the diversity of each of the women that were here. We all came from various different lifestyles, background, culture. It was so nice to breathe them in and embrace our differences and really see the sameness in many instances. We're all very universal, and our perceptions of things, our reactions are very similar in spite of all of our differences.
I liked how there were so many different stories with all the different individuals here, and whether they were verbalized as a group or verbalized individually, we were all there supporting each other. And if it was just a hand on the shoulder or, a cheers to a glass of wine, that's what I really enjoyed about this group. And we all have very different backgrounds, some mothers, some not. I think that was really enjoyable about that, is that all those differences can still bring us together and still help each other.
My biggest takeaway is that even if I can't control my circumstance, I can control how my mind works and works through the challenges that I have.
Everything is happening for you. Even the tragedies and the problems, there's a lesson in that. You kind of are like, everything is working out for me. Your inner you that you fall so in love with. And that trust and that love, you have everything. So you can just be you.
In the program itself, we cover 3 main components. We focus on clarity. And in the first component, in clarity, we get really, really clear on what our fears are. We talk about our truths. We dive deep into our vulnerability and the things that essentially have been shoved under a carpet for many, many years. When we pull those things out and we pull them apart to a pulp, we're able to admit in truth where we are in those areas in life. And once we do that, we can declare it and we can clear space and actually clear the slate for us to start focusing on the actionable steps that we're going to take.
I enjoy the tools of the 20-20-20. Waking up in the morning and 20 minutes exercise, 20-minute meditation, 20 minutes making that commitment for what you're going to do in that day is something that I take away from this trip.
I got really clear about what my next steps are. I've mapped out a strategy plan to doing that.
Coming out of this, I'll probably enhance my meditation experience. So I'll probably expand that in my morning ritual. I will still go to work and do what I love to do, but I won't feel like, oh gosh, I have to do this many projects at a time and do this to make that money. I really am just going to slow down and allow what's meant for me to come, maybe not fight so hard, and just trust that the universe has my back.
EMPOWERED360 experiences have been created to incorporate a structure that gives space to people to explore themselves, experience a different realm in life, become enlightened in a way that they've never before, and then evolve to another level that they're looking for. And that evolution takes place on various different realms in their lives.
For so many women together to be going through this many breakthroughs and spiritual epiphanies and mindset shifts, and teaching all of us, and we all have such big, massive lives. It's like a great experience, and it's pretty powerful.
The education and the training in mindset and the ability to make shifts and create daily rituals that we can adopt in our own personal lives to say, this is life and that won't change. Once we're able to accept the fact that productivity and performance and wellness and health do not sit separate, that the ups and downs of life will always happen, and that we make the empowered choice to marry those two together, to bring them together and flow through life with the ups and downs, and in essence dance with them instead of fighting and resisting. We are a dichotomous society. We live in a fast-paced world where chronic stress, overwhelm, fear of change, and the unknown are on the rise. We are at risk of losing our personal power as it prevails over our passion, purpose, freedom, truth, and self-expression. We feel stuck, stifled, and suffocated with our circumstances, which has us succumbing to the uprise of mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and financial blockages, preventing us from leading and performing at epic realms. We have the empowered choice to create the mindset shifts. We have the empowered choice to replace fear with freedom. We have the empowered choice to design our lifestyles and legacies. We have the empowered choice to balance our lives inside and out.